Wolves 2, Bournemouth 4, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe that, ladies. How the hell did we do that? Justin Kluivert, triple pen, 3 pens in a match. Like, most games you're lucky to get 1 or 2, if that. And not usually 3 from the same team. Usually it's like 1 pen for one team, 1 pen for the other, if that's a rare occasion. But to get 3 penalties in the same game, like, bruh, I do generally feel bad for Wolves if that, like, how unlucky can you get, man? Like, I mean, to concede 1 penalty is bad, 2 is even worse, but 3, god damn, boys, like, it's almost like you were just begging to lose that game, you know what I mean? I remember going into this match preview saying that if we lost this game, I wouldn't be surprised, or maybe if we were lucky, we get a draw, because our form had dipped. We've been lost 2 games in a row. They've come back and recently won 2 games in a row. So going into the game, it felt like the odds were in their favour, and it looked like it was going to be a comfortable win for Wolves. But yeah, man, just the first 10 minutes of the match was just like, it felt like I was watching a pro clubs or ultimate team match where it was 1 goal after goal after goal after goal. I was just like, what the hell's going on here? Like, either we're both really good at attacking, or it just shows that we're both really bad at defending. And unfortunately, I think, to be honest, it's more the latter than the former. Both of us were making defensive mistakes for that match, hence why the score's 4-2. You know what I mean? You don't get a result like that, a scoreline like that, for being good defending. Let's be brutally honest. And the fact they conceded 3 penalties says it all, really. Yeah, I mean, Kluivert taking the 3 pens, Milo Kerkez getting the one on his own. I mean, Kerkez, fair play to him. Like, you know, a left back scoring a goal, quite a rare thing these days. Like, you usually get them off like a corner or maybe a header or a tap in at last minute. But fair play to him. Kerkez getting a goal. That's what we want to see. Now, the problem with that is January's coming around the corner, and there's already been links that Kerkez may be leaving to go to a Liverpool or a Manchester United. So, great for him to score a goal, but we kind of want to keep him under the radar, if you know what I mean, and we don't really want, you know, the big 6 clubs sniffing around for him, because, like, they'll snatch him, because they know they can. Liverpool are going to snatch him, especially because apparently Trent Alexander-Arnold's looking at maybe going to Madrid, so they'll need another fullback, and maybe they'll move Kerkez from left to right to cover the tracks, maybe, or maybe replace Andy Robertson, who's also getting quite old as well. So, yeah, I love Kerkez. I would love him to stay. I hope he sees out the rest of the season, and if he goes after the end of the season, fair enough. But if he was to leave us in January, leave us high and dry, I'm not going to be happy with that. I won't be happy with that, to be honest. And yeah, surprisingly, Cunha didn't get a goal. Who was the guy that scored their 2 goals? Hold on, who was it again? Larson. Don't really know too much about Larson, to be pretty honest, lads. Like, he's not somebody that going into this game I thought, oh, this is the guy we're going to have to look out for. I thought Cunha, Gomez, Kudez? Is that Kudez? Wolves fans will know who I'm talking about. Kudez, whatever he's called. Yeah, going into that game, like, yeah, I thought those were going to be their main goal scorers, their main threats. And the fact that Larson got their 2 goals, where Cunha doesn't sound like he got many shots on target. Quite shocking, really. And I said going into this game, if we get a draw with our recent run of form and theirs, I'll be, you know what, I'll take it. It's better than taking 3 L's in a row. So the fact that we finally sort of broken this little mini losing streak, hopefully in the next couple of games we sort of keep going and get our winning momentum back. Because it did feel like after those 2 games of Brentford and Brighton. Sorry, I can say Brighton, yeah. It felt like after those 2 games, we sort of were in a slump. We couldn't quite figure out what was going wrong and why we couldn't get back to winning form. But hopefully this sort of result, now that we're going to have Semenyo back as well for the next game, hopefully this will be the sort of momentum and the motivation we need to get back into that winning form again and get back up the table. So, as it stands right now, after this Wolves game, we are currently... where are we? Currently 11th now. So we've gone from 13th to 11th. That's good. So we're 18 points. We're only 1 point behind Newcastle, Villa and Spurs. But that is at the moment. All those teams have got to play games later on, apart from Newcastle, who drew today. So if we're lucky, if we keep going in the next couple of games and win a few more points, we should be able to overtake Newcastle if they keep their run of form as well. I doubt we'll take over Tottenham and Aston Villa. Maybe a team just above them may drop down, and maybe we'll take over those ones. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, with the Premier League, especially with the table, you've got to take it week by week. You can't predict who's going to drop points 3 weeks in advance. It's a week by week thing. It can go really good for you one week, bad the next, good, bad, 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 good. It really depends on who you're playing, who the other teams around you are playing, what results they get, what results you get, and that's how it goes, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm happy with the result. I'm also glad that Semenyo is coming back into the next game, so that will be good for us. Tyler Adams looked really decent today. Obviously we've recently had the sort of midfield duo of Cook and Christie, but to see Adams finally sort of get a start and get back into playing 90 minutes, that was a really big boost for us, I think. It sort of refreshened up the midfield a little bit in a weird sort of way as well. Obviously, Brooks starting as well. I'm not going to lie, going into this, I thought Brooks starting, wasn't really keen on that, lads, to be brutally honest, but boy, was I wrong. He shut me up, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I'm happy he turned up today. Even Billing got it's funny, all the guys in my match preview I said either passed it or not really required anymore, they all turned up today. Even Billing had a moment in the sun today. Christ, I don't know, maybe they saw my match preview and thought we need to shut this guy up and need to prove him wrong. Well, they did today, I'll tell you that. And I'll take the win, lads. 3 points in the bag, lads. Now that we've beaten Wolves, let's see who we have next. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me have a quick check. Sorry, I'll be there in a sec. Oh, where are you? There you are. And it is... So, we've just played Wolves, so our next game is Tottenham at home. Yeah. Not looking good, boys. Tottenham, unfortunately, are a pretty decent team. I know they lost to Ipswich, or was it a draw? No, they lost to Ipswich. But they're a team that can beat City, but they'll lose to Ipswich. They're one of those teams where you never know which Spurs is going to turn up. We've had games where they've absolutely battered us 3-0 before, but then we've also had games where we've come back from 2-1 down to win 3-2. So Spurs is one of those games where you just got to see who turns up on the day. If we win against them, that's amazing. If we don't, I'm not going to be too shocked, to be honest. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm not expecting massive success in that game because it's Spurs. And unfortunately, our record against Spurs is not really great. It's not one of our best home away records. So, yeah, I think with Maddison, Johnson, and of course, of all people, Solanke to turn up and score a few goals against us, it will be interesting to see how Solanke performs against us. Is it going to be kind of like when Jeff Lerma ever plays? It feels like he never really... He kind of takes his foot off the gas because he doesn't want to hurt us, if you know what I mean. It's almost like a mercy kill if he does. So, yeah, I'll be interested to see if Solanke turns up and gets a goal against us. I think the reaction in the crowd will be interesting. And, if we can get some points out of that, I'll be happy with it. But I'm not expecting much in the next couple of games because we got Spurs. We could get something out of Ipswich. West Ham are kind of like Spurs as well. You don't know what kind of West Ham team's going to turn up. They could give you a good game, or they can just frustrate you into a 1-0 0-0 draw. After that, we got Man United, Palace, and Fulham. Those are sort of the last games coming into December. That's our run into December. So, on paper, I'd say we get points from Ipswich, Palace, possibly Fulham. The other ones, Spurs, Man United with Amarin at the wheel. I think if Ten Hag was still at the wheel at Man United, maybe we could get some points out of that. But with Amarin, you don't really know what to expect. It's early days with him, so they could be going off a good run of form by the time we turn up against them, or they could be still having the same old problems they had under Ten Hag. So, yeah, we'll see how those goes in December. And yeah, alright lads, that's enough of me rambling on for the next couple of minutes. I want to say thank you all for watching my match reaction. I've been your boy Richard Morse. Up the Ches, triple pen for Kluivert. What a boy. Cheers, man. Anyways, if you're new to this place, please leave a like, share, and subscribe down below. If you're a returning viewer, good to see you again. And I just want to say one last thing before I go away. We've hit 1,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually done it. I just want to say a big thank you to every single person that subscribed to me. Like, I remember when I started this channel back in January, I thought, you know, if I get to 100, I'd be happy with that. So the fact that we're in November, almost a year to the day I started doing YouTube full-time on Bournemouth and football matches and commentary, and now we're at 1,000, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. Like, it really means the world to me. Everybody that's like my shorts, my watch-alongs, my live reactions, my previews, my post reactions, whether you've agreed with me, disagreed with me, I just want to say thank you to everybody for interacting with me and just give me a platform. I really do appreciate it. Everybody else also helped me out with this as well. My man Steve, he's helped me out a lot with this as well. So I appreciate you, brother. And yeah, thank you all for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.